In today's episode, we're going to be taking all of this, smashing them into all of that, and ending with all of these. After I worked out the angle for each floor, which is 6 clicks from a central pivot point, all I needed to do was to raise each floor to its appropriate height and zoom out the desired length. Using Satisfactory modeler, I was able to determine how many machines was needed and how many floors will be required. From here I used a blueprint with conveyor lifts and power points pre-placed to quickly add machines as needed for each floor. This worked out to 6 constructors on the first production floor, doing only copper sheets, 5 constructors on the second floor creating wire and then making cable from that. Third floor had 4 assemblers combining copper sheets and plastic to create circuit boards. Here I'm creating about a third more circuit boards than is required, and the excess is redirected to my central storage. The fourth and final floor houses 2 manufacturers combining all required parts, the circuit boards, cable and plastic to create the computers. The computers and circuit boards will be used later to create adaptive controllers needed to advance in phase 3. Here you can see me testing an angle design I had in mind. Once I'm happy with the concept, I'll rebuild it in the blueprint maker and also make a mirror image. This will greatly speed up the construction of the outer layer of the factory. Once everything is ready, you can simply assemble the parts with much greater precision than manually building everything by hand. And as an added bonus, this design is now available for any future use going forward. Hey everybody, right, let me show you guys around a little bit. Let me just hop into this little factory cart. Come on, you little fucker, let's go. That's right, I'm still getting used to the little guy. This one is new. It turns on a dime, which is both a good and a bad thing. And here we go. Alright, we're just gonna scoot right in here. Let's go down the whole ramp. Right, as usual, I've got the vehicle access below, at the bottom of the majority of the factories. Let's take care of this little siren, it's all good. Like I was saying, we've got vehicle access at the bottom, and then obviously everything is walkable as usual. Let's just head up to the, we'll go to the first logistics floor. Alright, here we go. So, as usual with most of my factories, the logi floor is designed so you can walk around wherever you want to go for. But it's the exact same design, there's nothing special here. We've only got constructors up ahead, so it's very simple. Here you guys can see it's just the copper and the plastic coming from below. This is coming from my main bus. On the other side we've got the final product coming down, but we'll go up there and have a look. Alright, this is the first production floor. What's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 constructors, just doing copper ingots to copper sheets. So, again, nothing special here, nothing crazy. It's just constructed in a row. Right, we're going to skip a floor. Let's go to the assemblers. Right, third production floor. We just got 4 assemblers. These guys are doing circuit boards, and all they're doing is just compiling the copper sheets from below and the plastic, churning out circuit boards, and then as I said before, I'm making more than I need, and the idea is the excess will go off to the central storage for general use. Right, here we go. Here's our manufacturers. It's just 2 of them. Put them in like a little glass cage just to make it look more interesting. The blueprint with the neon lights around the elevator lifts, or the conveyor lifts. This will be available on my Discord, so you can just join there and go and grab it. Yeah, the design is fairly straightforward. It's got like a little display area with the 2 manufacturers. Let's go have a look behind here. So maintenance access as usual, and this is just, it combines the output of this manufacturer with the other one, and then gets fed up to this conveyor lift and just goes around, and it's like a little display / inspection area for the final parts. Once done, it pops down below and goes off to the central storage. Again, like I'm saying, it's nothing crazy in this design. In general, it's just literally 4 floors with machines on them. That's it. Right, so this section I usually just call the spine of the building. I usually build around the elevator just because it's a very static item. And here you guys can see it's just all the products coming up from below gets diverted into the 3 all the products coming up from below just gets routed to the manufacturers as needed, and that's pretty much it. Here's what I was talking about earlier. The 2 outputs gets combined, they go into the little display area, and from there it ends up at the final conveyor, which then takes it off to the spine of the building again, next to the elevator, and just again goes off to the central storage. That's pretty much it. We'll go around the outside, and I can show you guys around there a little bit. We'll skip the cart for now, you can just stay there. Yeah, this is coming off my main bus. So copper from our smeltery just gets diverted to this area, and then the plastic is coming from central storage, and I just ran a conveyor belt from central storage using the roads and just bringing it into the factory. Alright, you can see the central bus from my main road, and just the diversion came there. Hey, Mr. Hog. And yeah, that's it. I'm quite happy with how the rounded bit here at the back end of the factory turned out. I think it gives it a bit more character, and then these little like extrusions that you can see on the uprights. That's just the blueprint I made. I made this ages ago. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just angled beams basically, and all I did was I just removed the little top part and the bottom part, just because it wasn't needed. I just needed the little extrusion bits, and just chuck them wherever you think it looks good. And all I did was nudge them in so it's nice and flush with the walls, and it just gives the factory a bit more character. And then just add the lights just to draw a little bit more attention, just to make it a bit more interesting. And the effect is quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. It looks cool. And then obviously the neon lights here, the signs, I just kind of use them to emphasize the curves and just to showcase them a bit more. And obviously it matches the buildings next door. I was kind of going for the look I got from the basic tower. You see those 2 rings there? But instead of doing 2, I just kind of like sticking to 1. I think there's definitely a balance to be maintained between having too many signs and having too few signs, and that balance is just experimentation. That's how you're going to get to it, and it's also personal taste. It's all preference as well. Originally, I was going to go for like a arched support arm or section at the bottom. But it kind of interfered with the building below, or the floor below. So I just went for this like metal strip going all the way around, and that should visually kind of like act as a support to some extent. And I think it worked out quite well. It looks good, and with the neon strapped around, it just gives it a Gives it a good look, and the light emphasize the design and draws the eye. So again, it's just whatever looks good, and you can see what looks good, what doesn't look good, just through a lot of experimentation. And then on top here, you can see I've got a couple of vents I added in here, and this is all just for show, obviously. The manufacturer is giving off like smoke or steam or something, so the vents are just there to visually indicate that something's being done ventilation wise. And also just it makes the roof looks a bit more interesting. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Before I go, I'd just like to thank everybody for supporting the channel. The channel has seen some amazing growth over the last month since I started the channel, and that's all due to you guys. On my side, I'll just be sure to try and make the videos better, make them bigger, make them more entertaining as we go forward. And just lastly, again, I'd like to thank my patrons for your support. That is truly appreciated. And for anybody else, if you want to become a patron, if you want to support me, you can either do it through channel memberships, or you can join my Patreon. My world save is available on my Patreon, and I'll start making some exclusive blueprints also for my Patreons. Just about every blueprint that I'm currently using is available on my Discord, so if you want to grab those, feel free to do so, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.